Aryan's summer vacation had just begun, and like every year, he was sent to his grandparents' village. Nestled amidst green hills and endless farmlands, the village had always been his favorite escape. But this year, something unusual awaited him. One evening, while exploring the fields with his friend Kavya, Aryan noticed an old mansion partially hidden behind thick trees. The mansion looked ancient, with cracked walls, broken windows, and vines creeping up like silent guardians. Aryan felt an odd chill. Have you ever been there? He asked Kavya, trying to sound casual. Kavya shook her head, her voice low. No one goes there, Aryan. They say it's haunted. But Aryan was intrigued. A haunted mansion? He couldn't resist the thrill. Let's check it out. Come on, Kavya. Kavya hesitated, but her curiosity won over. Together, they sneaked through the bushes until they reached the mansion's entrance. The heavy wooden door creaked open, revealing a grand, though dusty, hallway. Portraits of unfamiliar faces lined the walls, watching them as they entered. The air was thick with silence. Suddenly, they heard a faint, scraping sound. Kavya grabbed Aryan's arm, whispering, "Let's leave. This place gives me the creeps." But Aryan was already moving toward the sound. His footsteps echoed in the empty hallway, guiding him to a room at the end. He pushed open the door, revealing a study filled with dusty books and an old desk. There, on the desk, was an open notebook with faded handwriting. Aryan squinted to make out the words. It was a diary entry from someone named Rajesh. I regret keeping this secret all my life. It haunts me every day. I only hope someone finds this and brings peace to our family. Aryan felt his heart skip a beat. Who was Rajesh, and what secret was he talking about? Kavya, look, he whispered, showing her the diary. They read through more entries, which described how Rajesh had hidden something valuable inside the mansion, something connected to his family's honor. But it was the last line that sent a shiver down Aryan's spine. The treasure lies where shadows meet light, buried with my deepest regrets. Kavya's eyes widened. Do you think it's still here? Aryan nodded, determined to solve the mystery. We have to find it, Kavya. Whatever Rajesh hid, it could be important. Over the next few days, Aryan and Kavya returned to the mansion, searching every corner. They found clues scattered throughout. A rusty old key in the library, a map hidden behind a portrait, and markings on the wall that pointed toward an underground cellar. Each clue brought them closer to the truth. One rainy evening, they finally found the entrance to the cellar, hidden under a loose floorboard. Aryan and Kavya descended cautiously, their hearts pounding. The air grew colder as they reached the bottom, where a single old chest sat covered in cobwebs. Aryan brushed off the dust and opened the chest. Inside was a small metal box with an envelope on top. He picked up the envelope and read the letter inside. To the one who finds this, know that my actions were driven by fear, but I lived with guilt all my life. I took what wasn't mine, the wealth that should have gone to my brother, Suraj. I buried it here, hoping one day someone would do what I couldn't, make things right. Aryan was stunned. Rajesh had hidden family wealth, taken from his own brother. The treasure was right here, but the truth weighed heavily on Aryan's heart. What should we do? Kavya asked, her voice trembling. After a long silence, Aryan said, We have to tell the village elders. This treasure belongs to Rajesh's family, not us. The next morning, Aryan and Kafya went to the village head, explaining everything they had discovered. The elders listened in shock and decided to bring Rajesh's descendants to the mansion. When Suraj's grandson, Harish, arrived, Aryan handed him the letter and the metal box. Harish's eyes filled with tears as he read his grandfather's confession. I never knew. He always seemed so proud and distant, but he lived with this burden all his life? The elders opened the box, which contained a few jewels and a small sum of money. While not much by modern standards, it was a symbolic treasure that held years of guilt and regret. Thank you, Aryan, Harish said with gratitude. This means a lot to our family. Rajesh can finally rest in peace. As Aryan and Kavya left the mansion that evening, they felt a strange warmth in their hearts. They hadn't just found a hidden treasure. They had brought peace to a family haunted by secrets. As Aryan learned, true bravery lies not in finding treasures, but in doing what is right, even when it's hard. Secrets kept out of fear only grow heavier with time, and honesty, however difficult, brings peace and healing.